No. Hi, I'm Vanessa Chisakula. I'm a spoken word artist and an activist. Mr. President, the issues are affecting me as your electorate. The day I went to vote, as a first-time voter, I have my hopes. I performed my civic duty and now I expect the Bali in you to arise. To start with, we have a dead economy. Zambia defaulted on loans, we have so much debt, and it's always a secret. Every time the amount of a debt that we have as a country is revealed, it's a lot more than what we heard last time. It's not a functioning economy. People go to work, but we do not see what is even coming out of it. Civil servants are this country's biggest joke. They're ever stuck in loans. Money lending companies are making millions out of our civil servants who are supposed to actually be respected workers because they are providing national service. I would like to speak about women and youth because I believe that whenever there is change, young people lead and women back them up. Looking at our previous election, young people turned up. We came in numbers, we voted. So I would want to ask the president to put us in his program. The entire time his term is running, we want to be there. From the planning, the implementation, everywhere we should be included. Our voices should be heard. And as for the women, they hold nations on their shoulders. I would want to see a lot more women representation in parliament. Already 14.5 for me is not enough. I want to see something like 50% or even more. The judicial system in this country, I jokingly heard somebody say they would take the judiciary itself to court. I think really no one is serving justice to anyone. People who are committing the biggest crimes are not being brought to book. They're walking in broad daylight, and I feel like that is a system that is enabling thieves to perform whatever it is, whatever magic tricks that they do behind us, and then we are suffering as a nation. That brings us to this level of inequality where the rich are messing up in one place and the poor are paying for their crimes. What I would like to tell the president about what I feel about our Asian counterparts is that I think let us keep it strictly business and let us not tolerate up to a level where it becomes us eating very little and them eating the most when this is our country. We have witnessed in instances where they have come and they've brought their own manpower instead of hiring people from Zambia who are qualified, who can do the jobs that they're supposed to do. We have heard these stories, they keep on coming, where people who are working in Chinese shops are being abused, they're being mistreated. There are these long hours of work which do not amount to equal pay. People get peanuts, yet they work their backs off. So I think that friendship should have some boundaries. We should tell our friends where to stop, since they are our friends, so we should tell them where to stop. Even as we get the money, I know it comes with these conditions, but boundaries. Mr. President, in 2021, I cannot wake up to access clean water from a tap on a daily basis. I think that is an error which should be corrected. I think as a country we should be moving towards innovation in terms of renewable, sustainable energy. We should start talking solar power. If grids are being powered to produce water for us somewhere, why are we not utilizing this sunshine which keeps on burning our bodies? I would rather electricity somewhere is generated, water is pumped, and it's flowing in our taps. I want to see that type of innovation from the current regime. I want us to have water flowing in our taps 24/7. I want to have power. As we are moving towards a time, or rather we've moved towards a time where electricity is very important, even in executing our duties nowadays. Since we're in this digital phase, we need power to power our devices and everything else, and I don't think we can survive. We're not living in times where we spend all our time outside knitting or maybe pounding groundnuts. We need light. As a mother, I want my child to grow up in a Zambia which is inclusive, which is united and peaceful, as well as loving. I want my child to grow up in a country where they can speak out they have this freedom of expression and nothing happens to them even after the expression. I want my child to grow up in an environment where they can access a school and get quality education, where they can go to a hospital where there is enough medication and there is the actual health care, and not walk inside a hospital to end up in a morgue. I don't want that type of endangered life for my children. I want a progressive Zambia. I think Zambia can get to a point where we can all be united. We can see beyond tribe, we can see beyond cadarism, we can see beyond parties, because before we're any national party, before we are any tribe, we are firstly Zambian. And so I foresee a Zambia where all of us can put our differences aside, our beliefs, religions, whatever it is, and then come together and unite for the sake of progressing our country. Because I know somewhere deep down inside, Zambians are these loving people who are nice to the next person and who are so peaceful. I know that about my country mates. Mr. President, nifuna kuona chalo chifikepa point amne chizankala chalo chetili nacho comfortable kuza wanzatu tinde kwa mne tichokela. Nifuna kuona Zambia yamene niokatana, yamene ikondana, and then all of us can exist and be our best selves right in this country, where we can be creatives, we can be business people, and we can be whoever we want to be in our original skin. But nishitonse tukondane ntinavomelana veneti lili so chab. No.